All right, everyone. Welcome. It's the 12th of August. I'm on vacation now, but still work still continues on. So let's take a look at this over here now. Looking at gold based off of let's take a look at the previous weekly candle closed with a huge rejection. And one good thing about this weekly candle is that it's forming some sort of impulse entry scenario. We have a lot of zones here which we need to delete. Let's take a look at this. Remove this over here. Remove this here. Let's remove these little zones don't really matter, so we're not gonna pay any attention to them. Now, if this weekly candle we break above the high around here, around 24, what's this price? 2460, there's a high probability we can continue to push up, So even if we break above this high, the next wick to fill in the weekly is around 200 pips over there. So that's good. Let's take a look on the daily time frame. Daily is okay. So if you're looking at the daily, previous daily candle had a very big solid body where this means we had a lot of volume, right? Now the next one on Friday we closed with a small body. So if you've been through the webinar that we posted on Saturday, we know that if this new daily candle breaks above the high around 2438, there's a possibility we can continue to push up. There's just a possibility that we can continue to push up because small body means volume is dying, but if we break above the high, trending, impulse entry, we can continue to push up. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, actually, let's see this over here. So the daily high is around 2437. Looking at the 4-hour, which is above 4-hour resistance, basically, right? So that makes sense. So this is the resistance we got on the 4-hour. If we can break above this area, we can continue to move up. Let's make this zone a little bit more better. So we got resistance. At the same time, we have a support forming. And this support we'll take a look at on the 1-hour time frame here now. Looking at the 1-hour now. Now we got to adjust the zone based on the 1-hour time frame. So this is the support we have. And currently now, I think, well, we are kind of like consolidating on the 1-hour time frame here as well. Let's bring the zone down here now. This is support we got. We're going to take a look on the 30-minute time frames and see what this wick means here around 2421 till 2426. This is a 50 pip wick, 54 pip wick. Let's take a look on the 30-minute. Looking at the 30-minute, okay, so that's basically a area of support. Now, just looking at the 30-minute time frame, if we can get a candle to break and close below 2426, I think there's a very good probability we can continue to push down to fill this wick here to the left-hand side till 2421, right up here. So I'm going to be looking for sells here for price to move down, in this 49, 48 pip range. Talking about where price is headed now. Okay, so before we talk about where price is headed now, I think it's better to look at an area over here. Now, that's the resistance we have. If we can break above this area on a 30-minute time frame, let's take a look on the 15-minute. Okay, now, looking at the 15-minute, there is something in place. And I want to point out this area on the 15-minute time frame. And I'll tell you why this is important. So this is 2430. If we can break above, let's say 2430, 70, 2430, 80, we have a clean range. Yeah, I was going to say this is going to be a bigger range, but it's a very small range. It's like 18, 19 pip range, not a tradable range over here at all. I do think that if we do break above, because now we're going to talk about volume. If we do break above 2430 around pre-London or London Open, I think with volume, price can continue to push up till 2434. With volume, we can continue to push up towards 2434, But obviously, if we do break above 2437, which is the daily high over here, then obviously based on the daily and the 4-hour, we can continue to push further up. I'll show you on the 4-hour time frame, right? If you do break above this area, you're looking at like 150 pip range for price to move up. Other than that, I think I'm just going to be waiting for maybe also even for price to break below only based on a 30-minute time frame, break and close below 24.26, so we can continue to push down, right? So let's see what happens. Looking at pound yen, let's take a look on the daily time frame. Wow, daily have retraced all the way down, and currently now the daily candles are basically, we're creating a resistance on the daily for price to continue to push down to retest the low, which is 400 pips away on the daily. So, you know, if it's a daily, you got to wait like 2, 3, 4 days for price to do that, you know. All right, let's take a look on the 4-hour time frame. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, let's take a look over here. Zoning out. So one thing is we need to identify support and resistance on the 4-hour time frame. So we got our resistance on the 4-hour, and then at the same time we have our support on the 4-hour. Awesome, right? If we break above resistance, we got a clean range. Awesome. If we break below support, we got clean range for price to move down. Now let's take a look at these wicks in more detail on the small time frames and see what's happening. Let's take a look on the 1-hour time frame here now, and let's adjust this zone on the 1 hour, bring it all the way up over here, bring this up over here as well, and bring this down over here. And this is what we got, the support on the 1-hour time frame. Now, when we're looking at the 1 hour, we have to adjust some more zones. We have a zone over here in the 1-hour time frame, and we're going to take a look at that on 30-minute time frame now, going down to the 30-minute time frame. This is what we got. We have a resistance formed. This is at let's see here, 187.570. Wow, there are a lot of birds in the background over here. We're in the nature at this point. 187.570. If we can break above here, we're moving up towards 187.900, which is 25 to 30 pips away. So that could be a very good target for pound yen for price to continue to push up. Talking about sells, I want to take a look at this wick on the 15 minutes, see what's happening. I don't like sells, to be honest. Yeah, maybe sells would make sense if we come up, create resistance, and with volume we can push down, you know. I think that's going to be much better. If we can kind of like, you know, break below here and have volume to push down. Because the thing is, whenever price consolidates like this here to the left hand side, we have a lot of consolidation. The only way price will move through this consolidation is going to be when there's volume. So you gotta have to kind of like wait for that to kick in. But other than that, it's going to be waiting for gold here to see if we can break and close below 24.26 for price to move down, or with volume to break up. If I miss the move above 24.31, then we know the next move above 24.34. You just got to wait, but we'll see you later on for the New York session. Take care.